I had to get a knee brace, and then I also had to get some icy hot for my knee, and that's how I was able to get back.
My little poopsie. Remarcus, you are suing Shaquan for $155.
Because she injured me.
She injured you?
She injured me.
How?
She is extremely over-aggressive.
No way.
I hired her to be my personal trainer so that I could lose weight.
So this wasn't like you were walking down the street and she came up and hurt you?
No.
You hired her to be a trainer?
Yes.
Because you wanted to get in shape?
Yes.
What kind of shape?
When the quarantine started, I picked up more hours doing Lyft and Uber, so I was less physically active. So I ended up picking up like 20, 30 pounds.
30 pounds. Well, you were still in shape. Yeah, I mean, a circle's a shape.
Right. So when the quarantine came to an end, I decided I wanted to get back on the club scene, so I wanted to drop those pounds rapidly. So I hired her after multiple conversations and her name coming up. In every conversation, people were recommending her over and over again.
So she's very good at what she does?
That's what I thought that she was very good at.
How long have you been a trainer?
For now, I've been working out for about a year now.
Yeah.
It's not something that I actually do on an everyday basis. I help people like Remarcus himself. I help people if they need my help. I would definitely help them lose weight. I also do fitness plans, just keep people on the healthy journey and just earn their body goals.
Well, what went wrong?
Well, what went wrong was when we started the sessions, I noticed that she was extremely over-aggressive. It was just not at a good pace, and the work environment was extremely hostile every single time I was doing sessions with her.
And she's the one there saying, come on, you can do it, you can do it. Is that the kind of thing? See, I once knew a guy named Jim, but that's as close as I ever got to a Jim.
She had her own version of encouragement.
Like a sergeant, a drill sergeant.
Yes, that's a very good one.
But you see that, at least I see that in movies and in commercials, that's the kind of guy that really gets you, or woman that gets you in shape.
I guess it would depend on the person's personality.
All I did was do my job. From the jump, he was not, he didn't come to where he really wanted to lose weight.
There was a lot of profanity that was thrown around during the way that she was teaching. It was very overly aggressive.
You would rather have a trainer that goes, you can do another one.
That sounds a lot more pleasant, especially when it's this close to the ear.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's way more pleasant.
Some motivation.
I understand the approach she was taking. You weren't happy with it. But what happened that brought about this lawsuit? Why are you suing her for $155?
Okay. So
was it $5 per curse word or what?
We'll be way over if that was the case.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened was the day before my biggest booking at the club.
What do you do at the club? I'm sorry.
I'm just a club promoter.
Oh, a promoter.
Yeah, just a promoter.
Yeah.
The day before a big promotion that I had to do for the club, I decided that I wanted to do one more session with her. And when we got to the session, I told her that I wanted to cut our reps in half today. So we usually do 20 reps, 3 sets of 20.
Yeah.
So on this particular day, I said I wanted to do 3 sets of 10.
Then why didn't you just do that?
She agreed to it verbally, that we were going to have an easy day. When we got in the session, the 10 turned to 20, that turned to 30 per set.
Why wouldn't you just say after 10, that's 10?
I did want to hit this ideal weight, and with this being her profession, I trusted her judgment that that's what I needed to do in order for me to do that.
So and what were the exercises she was having you do?
Push-ups, sit-ups, bench press, leg press, those, the regular workouts.
Yeah.
Things didn't really get bad until we started doing burpees.
What?
Burpees.
Yeah, if you could just explain to me what a burpee
I can
is.
show you.
Burpees
Is that
work.
like when you take a kid, baby
No.
away? This is a burpee.
That's a burpee.
That's
the correct way.
The correct way
What
to do
he did, he rushed it. He totally rushed it,
Yeah.
which caused him to hurt himself.
Oh. There's
Totally his
nothing
fault.
worse than a rushed burpee.
Totally his fault. You cannot rush that.
I'm gonna have to disagree, Judge. I feel like I was not rushing. I feel like I was following her
Oh.
direction to the T.
He didn't stretch. He didn't do any of that.
Oh,
It's
did
very
you stretch?
important
Yeah,
to stretch
it is
before
important. I
workout.
always hear that
It's
you
very
have to
important to
stretch
stretch.
before you exercise. Did
He
you stretch?
refused.
Yes, because
Something
of the burpees.
must have happened to cause you to sue her for $155.
Yes, during the burpee. The first 10 that we originally agreed to were fine. It was when we started creeping up on the 30 that she decided that she wanted to tack on that I ended up injuring my knee. And I actually ended up falling during the workout, and I was asking if she could help me up. She was accusing me of being lazy. She was telling me I didn't want to do the extra sets, and I was confused on why she felt like I would go the extra mile to lay on the floor in the middle of the gym and be told that I'm being lazy in the workout in an environment where everybody's working out.
He's saying you worked him so hard that on that particular day he hurt himself, and because you hurt yourself, you weren't able to go to work to that opening, the club?
Yes, to the club booking the following day, I wasn't able to go.
You weren't able to go?
No, I was not
and
able
you
to go.
lost the money you were going to be paid to be there, which was how much?
That was $100.
100. And what was, and then $25 because that was the fee?
The fee for the session.
So 125, and then what was the final
And then
$20?
the other was because I had to get
$30.
I had to get a knee brace,
Oh.
and then I also had to get some icy hot for my knee, and that's how I was able to get back.
My little poopsie. Have you heard? Okay, what's your side?
I'm just so upset that I'm even here over this because he was being lazy, always on his phone. He shows up late, no call, no text or anything. I have more than one client. He's not my only client.
Sure.
He pushes my clients back. I have to explain that, and also that caused me losing money.
That proves that I was late for any of these sessions.
No, but you're the one that has to bring the evidence because you're the one filing this. You must have had some like him or the people that are enthusiastic about doing it, and once they start, I mean, you constantly hear from people that own these gyms that everyone is so enthused when they first sign up, and then all of a sudden they wake up in the morning, oh, do I really have to go today? And oh, the weather's bad, I can't start my car. You got all kinds of excuses for avoiding it. So what he's saying is not something that we all haven't heard before. How often did you go to Shaquan?
We were doing a session a week.
One a week. And how many weeks would you say?
I would say that we did 4 to 5.
So in other words, you knew what she was like.
I got to know what she was like.
Right.
At
But you
the
continued
beginning-
to go back.
Yes, at the beginning sessions, I thought that it was just, maybe it was something she was going through in her personal life that was making her overly aggressive in the sessions, or maybe this is just the way that she works out with herself. Usually personal trainers get to know their clients so that they know exactly how to train them specifically.
Well, what was she making you do that was so unreasonable?
I'm not big on profanity, and she was using
I see.
profanity
You
for
didn't
her
like
to-
the language.
No, I
she
didn't like the
wasn't-
language at all. Especially we were in public. We were in a public place.
Yeah.
So other people next to us, in front of us, all of that can hear what's going on.
Yeah.
And also, I know the tolerance of my own body. And so she was not being sensitive to that at all.
You're a grown-up, and if that was seriously something that you'd rather not be doing, then why would you say, I'm not going to do that? We'll just stop or change the speed of what you want me to do things, and if that is no good, then fine, then you find someone else.
Oh, as far as
In
like
other
trying
words,
to reason
you
with
had
her?
control over whether or not you would be putting up with this. You're paying her.
We did have a conversation about the way that she was doing it. And she said session after session that things were going to change. They did not. And also with the way that she was working me out, I felt like with her being a professional in what she was doing, that it was in my best interest for me to listen to her judgment.
But if you hire her to be a trainer, the job of the trainer is to put you through the grind so that, no pain, no gain. Is that what they say?
That's it.
Yeah.
And all of that stuff. So
But
that's part of being a trainer. And I don't blame you for, I would say the same thing. I don't need to do this. In terms of exercise, I have this general rule. Never run if you can walk, never walk if you can stand, never stand if you can sit, and never sit if you can lie down.
That's an exercise rule you got?
That's it really works. All my friends that work out, they're walking around with bandages.
You might be onto something, Judge. It sounds like
Yeah.
you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So I understand where you're coming from, but I can't justify you blaming her for getting hurt when you're not a child. That responsibility has to be on you, not her. She's going to push you. That's why you have a trainer. Otherwise, you wouldn't even have to get a trainer. You could look up, I have to do these 5 exercises, and then do them on your own. But no, you need a trainer to say this is how you do it properly, this is how many reps you need, etc. It didn't work out. I wish you the best of luck, and don't do so many burpees, and I dismiss the case.
I am not a personal trainer. I do not have a certificate for it, but I definitely do like, helping other people achieve their goals.
To her other clients, if y'all going through the same thing, get out of there. You see what'll happen if you end up getting hurt. You're gonna try to sue and you ain't gonna get nothing. You're just gonna end up hurt and missing out on your booking. So go to somebody else.
Thanks for watching. Now please approach the bench. The way I look at it, you have two options here. Option A, watch more Judge Jerry. Option B, watch more Jerry Springer. The choice is yours. Now get out of my courtroom. You have more clips to watch. And don't forget to subscribe.